Welcome to The Buzz On, episode 14. And here we're continuing the rewilding series. Kelly, remind us again, if I'm rewilding plants and seeds, what's that mean?
You're taking native plant seeds and you're relocating them locally into an oasis.
All right, so with bees, I'm finding bees someplace locally, and I'm going to be, as they're out there, I'm going to take a portion of those and move them locally back to my house. So we've got the tool where the wild bees are from our website, Crown Bees, and I click on that. I've now got, what am I doing here?
Right there, you can find where and when, what kind of bees, perhaps what they use for door material.
All those things are there. So,
Yeah.
so that's the tool. So we determine that, and then we're going to go out and explore into the fields to see if we can actually find that optimal setting.
And the key is to think like a bee. Think when you look at that environment, is there someplace for bees to live? Is there something for them to eat? Is there something for them to build with?
Okay, so let's go explore 3 different locations, and we're going to give you assessments, and hopefully by the tail end of that, you'll understand why we think the last place makes perfect sense. All right, so we're in a place next to our old office. Kelly, give me an understanding of this big environment.
This is an under construction area that is a rails to trails. So right next to me is the railroad track that's been removed. And it's an urban area with all kinds of traffic and businesses. That's where Crown Bees used to be last year.
All right, so as far as where might the bees have come from in this environment? All of these plants out here, there's nothing hollow stem, so these wouldn't work.
And the trees are alive, vibrant trees. There
All
aren't
new.
any old, dead trees with the holes in them.
So it's probably not that good for the bees to have started from here.
Yeah,
How about their food?
Lots and lots of one kind of food. So when you look out, you see tons of flowers, but they're exactly the same kind of flower. So unless a bee is a generalist or specific for this flower, there's not much in the grocery store.
But it looks like this bloom might last a month. I mean, a long time, I guess, right?
Oh, yeah.
How about door material?
Well, there's plenty of open ground that's been disturbed. And so if it is a pebble-loving bee, then there's
Could
pebbles.
be there. Maybe they've grabbed some vegetation, so maybe chewed up vegetation. I don't see much else
Nothing
here.
for leaf cutters, nothing nice and soft.
And nothing for a spring mason bee, obviously.
Right.
And then lastly, chemical environment.
And that's a mixed bag. This area hasn't been explicitly treated recently, but obviously because it's in an urban environment and a lot of construction, there's probably chemicals around.
Maybe,
but not necessarily in this one spot. So that's a good thing.
I'm going to say medium. So overall, you might give this a grade assessment of a...
I'd give it a solid B. There's no place to live.
B, or I'd give it a C+.
All right.
C+. All right, let's go next to a local park.
Sounds good.
All right, so this now is Wilmont Park in Woodinville. Tell me, what's the vibe here, Kelly?
It's got a lovely lawn, very green. We have behind us a canal that's going through, and I can see a couple of flowers where I'm standing.
Okay, so as far as where did the bees come from then? Where's their house? I think, I mean, maybe there could have been cracks in trees. Maybe they could nest there someplace. Clearly no hollow stems anywhere around here.
No stems, and I just don't see too many opportunities for those dead nesting brambles.
Okay, how about food?
They have food, and they have one kind just as previously, and we're happy to see that they are designed for pollinators. So these are plants that are native plants and healthy.
Okay, but in general, true, a little bit over here, but in general, nothing.
Everything is just nothing. This chemical deadscape.
And as far as chemicals, we're now looking at this grass to keep all the dandelions and everything out. They probably had to do something.
True.
Okay. In fairness, this is Woodinville. Just a month or so ago, they said they're going to declare themselves to be a bee city. So they're working with University of Washington Bothell campus, that is the #1 place in the nation for large expanse not using any chemicals.
Fantastic.
And they said they're going to be trying to do that here. So I'm going to give this a hope for the future. But if we were to grade this for right now, can I find bees here? What's our assessment?
I'll give it a solid B. I can see some bees, but they're not a large variety, and
I'm going to go back. I'm going to give it a C. So if we can average out to a C+ maybe again. But I think in the future, as the city works into this, they're learning to think, what ground space could I take out grass? What could I put in natively? So they're working towards,
It's got potential.
yeah, it could be a bee. All right, now let's go back to 21 acres.
Sounds great.
This is where we started. This is 21 acres. It's an organic farm still here in Woodinville. And well, I don't know, did I just give the whole assessment away?
It is fantastic here.
Okay. Uh, home. Is there a place where our bees could have come from?
As we're walking in, there were numerous dead trees that were just standing and holding that spot. So lots of habitat.
And I'm sure there's probably broken stems too. So I think
Yep.
this probably be a good home place. How about food?
There are varieties of different native flowers.
So they've been very careful about that.
Absolutely.
And so they're planting that. And even as this is a farm, an active farm, they are raising crops that have steady sources of pollen every year, so that the bees that would show up in August will have food next year's August, so the bees can become established.
All through time.
Okay. How about doors?
Lots and lots of open areas that the clay is visible, and they have some of the pebbles as well, and some soft leaves that the leaf cutters are going to want to snuggle into.
I think all that orchuda vegetation. I don't know about any resin bees, but I think this seems like a good door material place. And chemical, lastly.
None, not at all, nada.
And not even nearby. Okay, so assessment.
Solid A+.
Okay, I can't get anything less than that either. This is our target. This is a really good place. So A+. All right, to summarize then, Kelly, we're starting with the where the wild bees are tool, right? What are we gaining from that before we even start looking?
Well, Tim set up a great page, and what you'll find is the different locations in your area that the bees are located at that time and the kinds of bees that might be there.
Okay, when, so you know if it's a summer bee or a spring bee, you know to go up there, look at the pollen around there then, and the locations. Okay, so to summarize the three things, we're looking for a house.
Are there dead trees? Are there branches and brambles and stems?
That could have broken, all right? Then we're looking for pollen.
And the bees can be generalist or specialist, so think through a variety.
Diverse, right? Door material.
Love to have mud. What about pebbles? Some need soft leaves.
Some needs whole leaves.
Some resin.
Some needs cactus pulp. So there's all these different types. So you kind of think that one through. And then lastly, chemicals are a big deal.
Yeah.
And while you might have a pristine, tight location, if it's surrounded by conventional farming, probably not that bad a place. The bees would probably have flown away.
So you want to look for an A+ area to invest your time, effort, and energy. Find the one that has places for the bees to live, something for them to eat, and a wide variety of door materials for them.
It's not that hard. Good luck.